Alright guys, we're back. Sorry about the last really bad cutoff in the previous video. So we're gonna sit here and look for stuff to loot, and then we'll okay, so I don't know if I already have that one. Actually, I should probably go in here and oh, I can't get my inventory right now because that Chamberlain good dude still has my stuff. So I'll just pick everything up if I end up with 2 copies. And there's Cirilla.
Scars healed nicely.
A kind of like adopted sister, not sister, daughter. Yeah, let's say the right word here. Well, I already got that one. Well, and Yennefer told us that there's this guy out here who can fill us in on how things are, so we'll probably do that just so we can get some backstory here.
Directly out of Nordling text. Inconceivable.
Ambassador Varatra, Yennefer suggested I ask you about current events, the war and so on.
Of course. The Emperor's servants should keep no secrets from each other. If you will, let us approach the map.
How's the war going? I mean, apart from the fact that Nilfgaard's triumph is imminent.
I assume this to be a private conversation. We've no witnesses, so let's dispense with the propaganda, even that shrouded in irony. Our offensive was going splendidly until winter came. Edirne was in such disarray that we encountered no resistance. We had reached the Pontar before the first snows. Only a weakened Kedwin remained, and Radovid's Redania, which had ignored the rest of the North's pleas for help. We thought they'd sue for peace, perhaps even submit to vassalization. We waited for spring, certain of victory.
Radovid? Submit?
Yes, a vain hope, I agree. Radovid sent no peace envoy, nor did he advance on our positions. Instead, he trudged over the snow-bound Kestrel Mountains and attacked Kedwin, his ally. This attack took the Kedweni by surprise. They were still mourning the loss of their king. Rudderless and dejected, they laid down their arms after a few lost skirmishes and joined Radovid. And so by spring, instead of 2 weak enemies, we had only one powerful one.
What about Kavir?
Kavir values its neutrality, enough not to lend its armies, or more importantly, even its coin to either side. Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet indecisive. Both sides suffered enormous losses, unprecedented even. Radovid has retreated across the Pontar. He's safe for now, until reinforcements arrive from the south. Then Emperor Emir var Emrys will deal with him once and for all.
Couldn't you just go home? Save everyone a lot of marching? not to mention a few human lives.
I'm afraid the stakes are too high to fold now. We can only go all in.
How do things look in Velen?
As bad as ever, perhaps worse. This land never flowed with milk and honey, and now it flows with blood. Armies have swept through it several times, trampling fields, looting granaries, burning villages. Famine grips the populace.
So how's ruling that earthly paradise going for you?
Not well, to be honest. Our forces are spread thin as it is, and Velen is chiefly swampy forests that are difficult to control. We've had several patrols never return to their camps. Thus, we've temporarily delegated authority in this region to a certain Nordling, a former low-ranking officer in the Temerian army, one Philip Strenger, better known by his nom de guerre, the Bloody Baron. I advise you well. Avoid him.
Any news from Novigrad? Is the free city still free?
Yes, although everyone knows this won't last. Radovid is in Oxenfurt, and the Emperor is here in Vizima, at Novigrad's doorstep, both. And both require coin and ships, and Novigrad can provide these. Which is why the mood in the city is rather, well, on edge.
Meaning?
How do men deal with fear? They seek reassurance and scapegoats. The Church of the Eternal Fire understands this perfectly, and so it promises to improve the lives of its flock by pointing out the guilty. Who started the war? Who profits from it? Why, it's obvious. Mages, elves, dwarves, in a word, any and all deviants. I've been stationed in Novigrad for 13 years. First as a consul, then as ambassador. I've seen a great deal. Cruelty, cynicism, greed. But what is happening there now concerns me greatly.
What's new in Skellige?
Nothing. The islanders pride themselves on that, don't they? Doing everything according to tradition, as their forefathers did. And like their forefathers, they quarrel with each other, pillage, occasionally attack our transports. This is cumbersome, but nothing more. Skellige has always been a footnote to history, and so it shall remain.
Sound awfully confident. What if King Bran manages to unite the Jarls? Lead all the clans against your fleet?
King Bran is a feeble old man. From what I know, he barely remembers the names of his own vassals. Uniting all might prove difficult.
Thanks for your help.
Think nothing of it. May the great sun light your path.
Alright, so let's go get our stuff and then head off. We're off to Velen.
How might I serve the gentleman?
By returning my things.
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
Thanks, bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
Alright, well we'll be back here because there actually is a guy here that we can see. The guy sitting there,
The Emperor shall guide us straight
he's
to
brain works. He has a a Gwent card that I want. But he's really good, so we're gonna wait for a little bit. And we're off to Velen.
Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
So apparently that took 5 days to ride here.
Whoa there, Roach.
So this is where we're going. But I'm not going to cut across this quite yet.
That's it, Roach.
You look awful.
So this is Mulberry Dale.
Master of the trade keeps the hunger at bay.
So,
Run, Roach.
looks like we have a missing wife somewhere. We'll come back to Mulberry Dale and loot the heck out of it later.
Come on, Roach.
Then both forces attacked, one from either side. Cavalry swooped in from the wood.
Step away. Chaplain's praying, can't you see?
Do not cast him out, Roderick. All may draw from the well of the eternal fire's grace. Approach, Richard.
What do you want?
Rejoice, for even a creature as depraved and base in nature as you can serve the glory of the eternal fire. Someone must see to the corpses on the battlefield. Necrophages defile those not already rotting in mass graves. This is not right.
That's to be my good deed for the day?
A handsomely profitable one, I might add. I know your kind don't work for free.
All right, I'll take care of it.
This will count amongst your merits. The more good one works in life, the more hallowed things are. Yes, splendid. Here are the holy oils. Dash generously and set alight, understood? I wish it to flare up to the sky, for the glory of the eternal fire and all that.
Once I've incinerated the bodies, where'll I find you?
I shall be near the bridge to Novigrad.
Slow now. Run, Roach.
Well, this must be the crossroads.
Come on, Roach. Whoa! Go, go.
And apparently Mikkel is missing.
Looking for a man. Goes by Hendrik.
What do you want with him?
Want to talk to him.
What about?
Give me a bottle of something strong.
You gotta go. I'll open the back way for you.
Got company. Who is it?
Innkeep, vodka. Who's this?
Brave warrior, looks like. Got 2 swords, see?
Oi, grey boy. What's the point of having 2 swords?
Wonder if he keeps an extra prick in his trousers too.
You fucking deaf? Gonna say who you are? Or do I need to loosen your tongue with me knife?
How about I buy everybody around?
Why would you?
Got the coin for it. Simple as that.
I don't drink with strangers.
We share a round, won't be strangers anymore. Then we go our separate ways.
And which way might yours be?
On my way to Novigrad.
City of whores and whoremongers.
To your health. And mine.
Bottoms up!
If you want a rest, come with me. I've a bench you can use.
I step in the hut, and there's the bumpkin with what looks like his son. That's on the pretty side, I think to myself.
I say probably disguised his daughter.
Horsons always manage to hide their lasses.
Thought he'd out.
I mean, he hadn't.
I flounders.
Thanks for not starting a row with those swine.
I don't generally poke my nose in other people's business.
Looking to stay the night?
No. I'm looking for Hendrik.
Man lives in Heatherton.
Don't know where that is.
Other side of the hill. Looked that away this morning, saw a strange glow. Imperials on the raid, perhaps. But who knows?
Anything else you can tell me about Hendrik?
Odd fellow. Arrived from who knows where and for no apparent reason. Shacked up with a widow whose husband was stabbed for a scrap of bread.
Baron's men don't like strangers.
Aye, he stays out of their way. Always seems to know when they're coming. Always manages to disappear.
Thanks, Innkeep.
Interesting.
Rig change?
Wouldn't mind a drink. Show me what you got.
A big fan of owning all the cards, so...
Bloody Baron. How do you get that moniker? There a story to it?
A time ago, when he was still in the army, some Blackens had holed up in a dye works. Baron and his men were ordered to take it. Others might have bided their time, starved him out, but the Baron's an hasty one, attacked straight away. The Blackens surrendered. Baron and his men took most of them alive. But one of his blokes knocked over a vat of red dye and ran into the river. Folk took to saying that the river flowed red with blood. That the Baron had slaughtered his prisoners to a man. Been known as the Bloody Baron ever since.
Kind of ironic.
Well, a week before, he'd massacred a whole squadron in Ingholm. But far fewer heard that story.
Baron's not from around here, right?
He's Temerian, but from other parts. Folk say he deserted along with his company. Showed up here one day with his stragglers. They'd all had enough of the wandering. So they took the old lord's castle, and the Baron became master of Crow's Perch. Reckon once the Blackens feel sure they hold the land, they'll let him keep Crow's Perch. Give him a true title.
Thanks. Farewell.
Okay.
So, let's have a look. You've got a young daughter, perhaps? Oh no. Search where you will. One of these days, you'll not hide her in time. That every Himmy. That old and you watch every lad as a unit shadows.
Alright, so let's go to Heatherton and see what's going on there. God, this game is beautiful.
Sick black ones being sent to
Hey,
too long to go that way.
Come on, Roach.
Uh-oh. Something's weird.
Air's strange, like dropping into a deep cellar on a hot day. And the mist. Village wasn't plundered. Hut wasn't looted. These weren't raiders or thieves.
Well, we'll go through and loot it, because
looks like folk were here moments ago. Whatever happened to the villagers happened awful quick.
nope.
Face scorched. Hard to identify. There's a draft. Gotta be a space under this rubble. Guess I should do some cleaning. Face scorched. Hard to identify.
Okay, so there's gotta be a key around here somewhere.
Traces of ice around the footprints. Really? That stench.
Be gone! Leave me be, whoever you is! Get away!
Calm down. It's over.
Aye, it's over. All's past, never to be restored. I'll not forget that ever.
Looking for a man named Hendrik, supposed to live in this village.
Aye, he did. No longer. They nabbed him in that hut. If you'd have heard the cries, sir, If you'd have heard how a man can scream, how he can suffer.
Tell me what happened here, step by step.
They took him. Took him all. The sun was waning, see? And the dusk went crimson like blood. Thought to myself, strange, the toads, I cannot hear them. Save terror through and through. Hendrik screamed. Then he begged. By the end, he could do naught but moan. Weren't here long, the terrors. Yet the village froze like in the heart of winter.
You in that hut when they rode off?
No, and I'll not set foot there. Never.
Farewell, and peace of mind to you.
Okay. We're of course gonna finish trying to loot everything, because, well... Right, so we did this already. Yum.
Tortured him. Maybe they missed something. Need to check his pockets. Trousers are stiff, as if hung out to dry midwinter. Maybe hid something in his jerkin. Damn, He's cold as ice. Nothing here. Should check his boots. Blood, congealed. Key hidden in his boot. Gotta fit a keyhole. Somewhere nearby, hopefully. Valuables left unlocked, on display, almost. Lost his mind, or... Interesting. Ledger. Payment for a sack of grain. Amount due for a charcoal shipment. Hendrik was masquerading as a merchant. What's this? Notes among the ledger entries. Clever. Interesting headings. Missing and wanted. Subject appeared in Skellige. Also sighted in Novigrad. Appearance unchanged. Ashen hair, scar on her face. Avoids contact with others. Drunken swine. So-called Baron hosted subject at his castle. Or should I say, illegally appropriated fort. Reason unknown. Talked to Baron at Crow's Perch. Clashed with a witch. Subject landed in swamp. Encountered a witch. Conflict ensued. Cause unknown. Find the witch. Talk to the peasantry. Village of Midcopse. Caution advised. I'm being observed. Don't know by whom or why. Unsettling signs. Dog ran off. Water in bucket froze solid. Strange glow observed in the sky. Ill omen, peasants say. Somehow they learned Hendrik was looking for Ciri, thus the torture. I'm too late. My only leads, the Baron and some witch. Damn.
Well, that sucks. We're going to go... I'm gonna go to Midcopse first. So we're gonna go down here. And I'm hoping there's a shopkeeper there so I can sell some of my stuff.
Let's go.
Bye.
Blasphemers, dog's blood, should all be flogged, like torn from their asses. Oh, sweet boy, have mercy. Take pity on an old woman. Help an old, feeble woman.
What's wrong?
T'other night, blasphemers, pox take and profane the shrine to Verna the Merciful. Shrine's gotta be repaired, else Verna will take umbrage. Our cows will croak, kitties will be covered in warts, and our dogs will get the mange.
Warts and mange? Sounds dangerous. Fine, I'll help you. Done.
The good gods have sent ye to me. Someone to repair their shrines from this day on.
Look, already got a trade. I'm a witcher. Restoring traditional roadside structures in wood, just not my specialty.
Fighting evil, that's a witcher's calling. And vandals are worse than beasts.
Fine. I see any damaged shrines, I'll take care of them. Won't go out of my way, though.
Nothing's out of the way in these parts. And the gods will guide ye. Turn this one pale.
Hey-ya!
Alright, so this is Black Bow. Now, they say that there's
Buying or just perusing?
good, you know,
Show me what you've got on offer.
you sell stuff to certain people. I'm not really worried about that right now. I just want to get things sold. I'm actually going to keep those because I can turn those into I can turn those into silver, which is really helpful. See, what does he have for me? That's some Witcher gear stuff. And let's play some Gwent.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Alright. Here we go. They're gonna go first, that's okay. tie does not work out well for me because Nilfgaard decks have a chance to win a tie. Okay, well my opponent passed, so I'm going to go ahead and pass and take the win here. First bit, I get to go the next round, and because of that, I get another card. I'd be shocked if he can get 15 into a card. Nope, he can't. I win. Let's see what we get.
First the armies passed, then the pox, now the hunger. Grim Reaper must be having an arm.
Elven Skirmisher. Okay. We're going to quickly hop on and go to mid-caps, and then we'll call it a day here. There will be a point where I will fight groups like that, but not at level 3. Alright, we're going to quickly
an amulet, a bazaar.
What else you have on offer?
Corpse teeth and kidney stones.
Oh, that sounds exciting. I already have this item, but I like to have a couple more, because that gives me some extra. Let's just see what he'll buy. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and call it here.
So
So